In this video, I want to share with you a new 6-7 niche that has the potential to go viral and get you a lot of sales. Hello everyone, my name is Mike. I'm a full-time print-on-demand seller. I make YouTube videos showing you how to make more money on merch-on-demand and other print-on-demand platforms. If you like this kind of content, you get any value out of this video, make sure you subscribe to the channel, click the bell, and like the video. Now, before I share with you that new 6-7 niche, just want to do a quick sales update for merch-on-demand and for Etsy. And my pretty merch is messing up, so lately I've been using whatever this one's called, Merch Rex, I believe, but it's pretty much the same. I'm going to be honest, the past week has not really been that good. I don't know if that's been the case for everybody else, but you can see here, 32, 25, 69, that was pretty good, but 44. Then I had these really bad days, like only 20, 15, not so bad, but the other day only 16. I think it's because I had 6 returns. Now, yesterday was a good day, got back up to 78 and had 24 sales, but not too sure what happened this past week. Usually I average around like $90 to $100 a day, but that is going to put me at, if we zoom in here, $2,158 in royalties and 890 sales. What I do like about Merch Rex is that they have these yearly sales. We actually see that how much I did last year, 27,000 royalties, and this year I'm at 25,000. So I think I'm going to beat last year. Then we could also compare it to the years before where I was doing about 8,000, and I think that one was only 6,000 and then 10,000. So you can see how my sales have really just increased in the past 2 years. So those are my sales for merch. And if we go ahead and jump on over to Etsy, we're going to see Etsy actually has been pretty slow, but it's actually been picking up now that we're in Q4 and people are looking for Christmas or gifts. So right here we're going to see for the month of October, yesterday I did $126 in revenue. Now that is not profit, that is revenue, but still not too bad. And for the month, that's going to put me on $1,668 in revenue, which is actually a decrease of 24%. If we go to my last year stats, we're going to see that I think I did like 2,300 in October. Yeah, so 2,300. But the good thing, like I said, we have Q4 right around the corner, and on Etsy, I actually do really good on Q4. Merch, not so much, but Etsy, we can see here, did last year 5,000, 6,000. So hopefully things will be even better this year. So those are my stats for merch and for Etsy. And if you want to follow me on Instagram, where I post my daily sales for both Merch on Demand and Etsy, the link is in the description. I also post like gym pics, family pics, entrepreneur pics, just like my life down here in Mexico. I'm born and raised in Mill Valley, California, but I've been living in beautiful Puerto Vallarta, Mexico for the past 20 years. Alright, so the new 6-7 niche that I want to share with you guys today is taking 6-7 and cross-niching it with 100 days of school. If you've been on Merch on Demand over the years, you know that 100 day of school niche is very big. It does well every year. If I jump on over here to ChatGPT and just ask when is 100 days of school, we're going to see that it falls anywhere between January to February. So you can get ready for this niche now and hopefully get some sales once Christmas is over. If we jump on over here to Amazon and I just type in 100 days of school shirt, you just kind of get an idea of what this niche is if you haven't heard of it before. And there's lots of ways you can go with this niche, but just kind of want to just validate it for you right here and just kind of share with you what this niche kind of looks like. So my teacher survived 100 days of me. I crushed 100 days of school. Level 100 days of school unlocked. And if we come over here to Merch Dominator and I go to product search, type in 67 days of school, sorted by featured, and click on MBA merch by Amazon. Right here, we're going to see that the people are already getting into this niche and this niche is already selling. So first, look at the competition, only 690 results. My sweet spot is under 1,000. So this is hitting the benchmark. And if we take a look at what these designs are looking like, you can see I survived 67 days of school, chapter 67. But right here, we're going to see like this one right here, 67 days of school vibes is already getting sales. It has a 1.4 million BSR. This one right here, I survived 67 days of school. This design is actually how I found this niche in my I found this niche and recommended it in my school community. So if you want to get in early on these niches, consider joining my school community. But this one right here has a pretty good BSR of 670, and this seems to be the most popular style right here that I'm seeing. where you have this kind of like the 6, 7 in this checkered style numbers. I survived 67 days of school, and right here we're going to see it has a 355 BSR, and this one right here, I survived 67 days of school with the classic retro sunset, is also getting sales as well. So that's the niche that I have for you, and what I want to do is actually share with you some prompts, and give you guys some ideas. If you want, you can get the prompts now. This time I'm not giving away the prompts for free because I've just been giving away so many prompts. I figured I would sell these ones, but they're on sale. It's only $250. Sale goes till I believe Saturday or Sunday. Let's go ahead and take a look at these prompts. You can kind of see what the designs look like. And I think these actually turned out really nice. So here they are right here. And let's just start with the first one. So this first one right here is taking 100 days of school and crossing it with 67 and the T-Rex. So my teacher survived 67 days with me. And one really good kind of pro tip right here is, a lot of people are going to be doing this just, my teacher survived. But a way you can niche down is focus on the specific subject of teacher. So, I think one that would work really well, since it's 67, its a number, would be a math teacher. So my math teacher survived 67 days with me. So if you want to niche down, that's one way you can do it. Here we got the classic unicorn, 67 days of kindergarten. You can also switch this out for preschool, first grade, second grade, etc. Here we have a classic, I survived 67 days of school, just with the apples and the pencils. I survived 67 days of school, but here with the ice cream, one of the most popular 6-7 niches is where you just have the 6-7 in this ice cream style. But think of other foods. You can do pizza, you can do maybe like tacos, you can do donuts. So that's another way that you can switch this up. This is the most classic one, like I showed you earlier. I survived 67 days of school with the checkered numbers. I crushed 67 days of school. This is a very popular one where you have the monster truck, and you say I crushed, but instead of 100 days of school, it's 67 days of school. This one I really liked right here, 67 days of school level unlocked. This just works really well because it's the video game niche, which is one of the all-time best niches. Kids in school love playing video games, so I just think this one turned out really nice. 67 days of school level unlocked. Here we have 67 days smarter with the classic rainbow. 67 days of driving my teacher nuts. So this is a funny one. Again, you can do the teacher, or the math teacher, so 67 days of driving my math teacher nuts. Here we have I crushed 67 plus 33 days of school, that adds up to 100. You can also do the sports ones where it says I survived 67 days of school, but you have the 6-7 in this like soccer kind of style. You can do it for all the sports, like this one right here. Look how nice this one came out. I survived 67 days of school for football. And then you have this one, 100 days smarter. No, still feeling like 6-7. Here we have where I talked about taking the food one, but instead of doing ice cream, you can do a donut. Another sports one where you have baseball. I survived 67 days of school, baseball. You can also do this for Christmas as well. So I survived 67 days of school. You probably also do this maybe for Thanksgiving. I'm not sure. But just how you can do this for holidays. Maybe Valentine's Day. I survived 67 days of school, but you have Valentine's Day theme instead of Christmas. Here we have a basketball one. I survived 67 days of school for basketball. And then we have this hippie kind of groovy one, which has sold very well. The style has sold very well, where you have like, the sunflowers, the smiley face. It's kind of that curvy, groovy text. And then another one, I survived 67 days of school. I was trying to get like the coquette bow, but it didn't turn out as well as I wanted to, but that's another kind of style that you can go with. So those are the 20 prompts that I have for you. Again, you can purchase them on my PayHip shop. And if you just want to kind of do your own thing and just come up with your own designs, a way to do that is just to come in here to Amazon, just type in 100 days of school shirt, and here you have a bunch of basic ideas that you can get. And what you want to do is just instead of doing 100 days of school, you just switch out the 100 for 67. So you can do like a unicorn with a rainbow, and just do 67 instead. Here's the coquette bow one. Again, you just switch out 100 for 67. You can do a dinosaur one like this. Let's see what else we have here. Video game ones, monster truck. You can see kind of like where I got kind of my ideas from. But if you would just want to do your own thing, that's kind of a way that you can do it. And if you want to, if you're looking for a niche service, you might want to consider joining my school community. Basically, I give you prompts and niches every day for both Merch on Demand and for Etsy. So if you click on the link, it will take you to this video. You can watch it. You get Basically, it's only $24 a month. You can cancel at any time. So if you're interested, check it out. If not, it's all good. But that is going to be the video for today. Let me know what you think about this niche. 6-7 is kind of taking over. Even my son says it, and we live down here in Mexico. But yeah, let me know what you think. Comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Adios.